So listen.
Oh yeah, March Madness.
So honestly, who do you think is gonna?
Well, I'm gonna root for any team that comes out of the Big East. We live up in this area, follow the teams in the region. So hey, see what shakes out, and then when the bracket comes out, take it from there.
Yeah. I'll wait until the 64 come out.
64, 65.
64 teams, and then we'll go from there because there's a lot of teams.
A lot of teams.
A lot of teams. There's a whole bunch of them out there. Anyway, let's round things up because what else? Haven't you been happy about lately?
Well, it's too late to apologize. Well, it's too late.
It's the Roger Clemens song.
Well, it's too late to apologize.
What else? Basketball. You happy with the Shaq trade?
Why you, Georgia? Come get him.
You happy with the Shaq trade?
See, why you do that to me, man?
I'm asking
why
you a
you
question.
do that
Come
to
on,
me?
hurry up.
All right now, man.
Answer the question.
This pizza's good.
Come on. You've been what?
Well, I've been a Phoenix Suns fan, and also. Wait a minute. What am I getting the bell
That's what I've been waiting to hear for all night. He's been a Phoenix Sun fan all his life. He was born during the sign of the Phoenix, the whole business. I'm tired of hearing about people rooting for Phoenix at the beginning of the year. I hear it every year how good they're going to be. And this year, they got a shot this year.
How everybody every year?
This year.
Look, I go back to the Van Arsdale twins.
Really?
I'm a real fan. Like how my man's a real fan with the Saints hat. Van Arsdale, Alvin Adams, Ricky Sobers, if I'm correct, who came out of DeWitt Clinton.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been a fan, and I've also followed the Knicks. I even had to read Miracle on 33rd Street, the 73 championship season of the Knicks, for a book report. Oops,
Really?
I should have never said
ready?
that.
All right. Anyway, listen, we're going to go to our next question, and here we go to Grizz out on the street.
Pizza.
Well, let's look into the future now. With the World Series, who do you think would win the World Series between the Yankees or the Mets, or will get further?
Next year?
Yeah, next year.
Well, this is a backup team here, but I've been a Yankee fan for a long time. Yankees, they should be in it, but yet the Mets have a hell of a lot of talent now. The Yankees have been struggling with pitching. I think the Mets have a good shot. I hate to say it, but I think that's a good possibility.
So your final answer would be the Mets?
Well, the Yankees have the momentum hasn't been there for years, taking them beyond pennant, Hopefully that'll change, though, I will say. I'd rather see the Yankees in it than the Mets, but reality is reality,
The Mets will make it, the Yankees will win.
Ooh, I like that prediction.
That's the best one there is.
I'm a longtime baseball fan from outside of New York, so I hate the Yankees, and I love the Mets.
Be a Boston fan.
I hate Boston, but I like a can-do kind of spirit of the Yankees, and to me, of the Mets. To me, the Yankees fans tend to kind of go against what baseball's about. No offense, but just sort of expecting your team to win every year. So I really pull for the Mets.
Bueno, yo creo que el equipo de los Mets tiene mucha posibilidad de llegar más que los Yankees.
¿Por qué?
En el próximo. Bueno, el equipo está mejor preparado en cuanto al picheo se refiere. Y más que ellos contrataron, no recuerdo ahora mismo el nombre de nuevo prospecto en el equipo de los Mets. Tienen más posibilidades de llegar este año. Si el año pasado avanzaron bastante en la serie, yo creo que este año va a ser mejor para ellos.
Para que los Yankees lleguen, ¿cuál usted cree que son algunos cambios que se deberían hacer en ese equipo?
Bueno, lo principal es el picheo en los Yankees. Principal, deberían contratar un mejor picheo. Y entonces ahí sí tienen probabilidades. Por lo menos dejaron wow, estoy un poco nervioso. No, por lo menos en el bateo ellos no tienen problema con los bateadores, pero en el picheo de los Yankees está flojo. Y si ellos cambian su picheo o refuerzan el picheo, posiblemente entonces ellos hagan mejor trabajo.
Bueno, muchas gracias. Eso fue todo por hoy.
Ok, gracias.
Gracias a ti.
This year?
Yes.
I'm a Yankees fan, so I'm going to say the Yankees. Although the Mets have the better looking squad, but they tend to crack down the stretch. I don't know why, they crack down the stretch. You're a Mets fan, I know.
Are you still are you still thinking about last year's collapse?
Yes, I am. I'm thinking about every collapse the past couple of years. I mean, the Mets have a great team on paper, but for some reason down the stretch, the pitching doesn't hold up or something. They just crack. I don't know why.
You think our pitching's gonna hold up?
The Yankees or the Mets?
No, the Yankees.
Oh, the Yankees.
Yeah.
I think the Yankees have a nice, young squad. I don't think they're there yet, but they have the potential, like in a year or two, to be the best pitching squad if they keep those guys. Hughes and Chamberlain and Kennedy, those guys, they have the potential to be the best pitching squad in baseball because they're so young. Reminds me of Atlanta. Remember Atlanta got Glavine and Schmaltz? All those guys were young, and then 2 years later, they were dominating everybody.
All right, well, listen, we ran out of time.
That guy was great.
We ran out of time.
That's all about the fan.
Yeah.
You know, thank you guys.
Yeah,
that's
that was
all I can
great.
say.
The Grizz did a great job on the street there. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Baseball pitches and catches. It's right around the corner.
No, they're here. They're there already.
They're not up here. They're down there.
They're there, but they're there. Pitches and catches are there. So that's,
Okay.
you know, geez. What else?
Go Big Blue! Eli's the man! I'm still riding the wave on a Super Bowl win because we called it here, Chief Seats, because we're about you, the fan, because you gotta get a good seat!
Hey, see you next week. I'm more cheap seats. Get a good seat.
Oh, man, that's a killer. I got one more question. Being at the Memphis-Tennessee game, what was your take on that?
Just glad the Vols won. I mean, I guess the Memphis. I mean, if it had been any other year, I'd want Memphis to win because they're from Tennessee and I'm from Tennessee. But to be honest, they're not really as much of a tested team, I think, given the conference and all. And so I just was kind of glad to see, you know, SEC team come out on top.
The Tennessee is one of the best college programs due to the fact that their men's and women's team, we're talking football, basketball, and the lady basketball teams are really good. How do what's your opinion? How do you feel about that? The way that they are powers as far as the men's and ladies sports go.
They've always been a big lady. The Lady Vols have always been really good. Ever since Bruce Pearl came to the program about 3 years ago or so, he's really changed the program around. Before that, I mean, the men's team was never really much, but now it's really exciting that men's and women's basketball, they're going to be competitors, and always football, they're going to compete as well. So.
Yeah, I like the Boston Celtics and the Boston Patriots. And
you like the Patriots?
Get him off there.
Where's his mom?
So wait a minute. The Patriots lost to the Giants. How did you take that?
I was very mad.
You was upset that they lost?
Yep, very mad.
Oh, wait a minute.
Are you having any nightmares?
She's going to ask you a couple more questions.
Yeah.
Well, you know that usually in the basketball, they trade players. Now, the Knicks didn't trade any players. What do you think of that?
Well,
They should have, right?
yeah, because
Tell them you think the Knicks need help.
they really, they're bad.
They're bad.
Yeah.
If you can talk to the Knicks right now, what would be some advice you give them? Get
I
help,
don't know.
right?
Yeah,
Get help.
get a life.
Yeah, not to show up at their next game.
Well, that's Bear's interview. Well, now for the World Series, you have the Yankees and the Mets. Who do you think is going to win?
Mets.
You have a Mets fan. All right, but thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, man.
Segments of this show have been underwritten by Siam Square Thai Cuisine.